Hi folks, today on Riding with Marshall we are looking at a Zero SRS motorcycle. Now we have it started, so let's listen to the exhaust note. Well, I can't find the muffler. Huh. Gee, loud pipes save lives. We should put louder mufflers on this. I can't hear anything. Well, so let's start over. I've never been here before. I'm at Elite Motorsports of Loveland, Colorado, and I'm positively thrilled. I've mentioned in my YouTube trailer that I've ridden over 100 motorcycle models, but there are a few brands I've never even sat on. Here's a whole store chock full of them, like Gas, that's a real name. Is there like a Diesel too? Husqvarna, so I guess chainsaws have now evolved, and their mothership, the mighty KTM brand. And they carry Zero motorcycles. Well, I mean, they have many motorcycles, but they also have Zero. I'm saying they have plenty of motorcycles and Zero too. Oh, never mind. Moving on. They also have boots, clothing, helmets. You get the picture. Or you get the video. You know what I mean. So let's look at this bike. We've got a city range of about 160 miles or so. Unless you get the power tank option, then you get 201 miles. Highway range is about 82 miles, or if you get the premium, 103 miles. So what are you going to use this bike for? Well, commuting. You might also just buy it for the fun of it, because I can't even tell you how much 140 foot-pounds of torque and 110 horsepower at 5,000 RPMs can be. And consider that this nimble machine weighs under 520 pounds and has a top speed limited at 124 miles per hour. What about gas prices, especially in the upcoming years as cities try to phase out the fossil fuels? A gasoline motorcycle might cost you $12 or more to go 200 miles, where the Zero might cost you $1.60 in overnight charging. So do the math there. There are some reasons for an electric bike, especially commuting. I'm not a salesman though. For that, you have to go to Elite Motorsports and ask for Jordan. Zero, which was started as Electrocross by former NASA engineer Neil Saki in 2006, is an American company. I can appreciate that because I also work for an American company building NASA-designed ion thrusters for industrial use. Zero was shipping product to dealers back in 2010, while the Harley Livewire was just a glint in an engineer's eye. Hang on, my phone's ringing. I gotta get this. It's my car warranty. I swear, I just threw them a bunch of money. Whoops, I just canceled the call. Let's get this show on the road. It's already started, so all I have to do is, well, twist this throttle, and off we go. I've ridden the Livewire in 2015 as a prototype, and I've ridden the newly released version, which was a vast improvement. But how does the Livewire compare to Zero? Well, quite comparably actually. The Livewire's motor has thinner shielding, I think, which makes it quite a bit louder. Both bikes are under 600 pounds. Both of them have very powerful electric motors. The Harley has a slightly larger battery. It also has significantly less range, or equal range if you're looking at the standard Zero. Both will exceed 100 miles per hour before you can finish wetting your pants. Enough about the Harley Livewire, that's the prototype video anyway. Let's get back to the Zero ride. The bike takes off so effortlessly and quietly. You know, I actually test the clutch pull on all my rides. This clutch is lighter than air. Well, it is air. There isn't a clutch because there are 0 gears to switch between. See what I did there? It's twist and go, but that doesn't mean that you're not still going to reach for the clutch. That means there is no gear shift lever either, which must be why my toe couldn't find it to downshift. That brings me to a big positive point. If you are new to riding and intimidated by gears, you cannot stall this bike like you eventually will with a gas engine. Hey, we all get distracted sometimes, especially by that driver in the car next to you who is staring at their phone at the red light. The electric motor will move the bike as slowly as that same driver on their phone at the green light, or as quickly as, well, what this feels like. So it starts, and it shuts down, much like any other bike. Turn off the motor, turn off the key, the unit powers down. Do the same in reverse to start the bike. So what about the seat and the ergonomics? Well, this seat is certainly cushy, probably softer than the one I sat on first in the store. I'm 5'10", and I fit this bike very well, although I am leaning over it just a little bit. I have a Ninja 650 at home that is almost the same stance and size. This is Lake Loveland behind us, by the way. Now, I haven't let you hear it until now because, well, there's not much to hear. I'll shut up and give you a listen. Most of what you're hearing is just the wind going into the microphone because my helmet is above the windshield. One challenge to this bike, though, is keeping your speed within the speed limit because without gears, you really don't have any idea how fast you're going. At least the speedometer is easy to see. The only flaw that I could find with the mechanics of the bike was that the rear brake didn't have enough bite for me because the factory had put the lever too low from the peg. But that's easily fixed. It's usually just my luck that I pull out behind a rolling billboard. I'll get around him when I have an opportunity. Objects in GoPros are way closer than they appear. Check out Speedy McNeedy coming up on me on my left there. We'll catch up to him again. He's not going very far. It's not a bad idea, though, to get around this billboard. One cool thing going on about sitting at a red light is the bike. The engine is doing absolutely nothing at the moment, and it is cold as a cucumber. I can't feel any heat coming off this bike. Another cool thing is there's 0 emissions. Maybe that's why they named it Zero? And you know that tap dance you do at a red light on your gear shift to make sure that you actually put it in first? Yeah, about that. This bike is so easy to ride, anybody with a good sense of balance on 2 wheels should be able to ride it just fine, of any age group. So let's count all the zeros. 0 clutch to fuss with, 0 gears to navigate through, 0 noise pollution, 0 transmission issues, 0 radiator coolant to change, 0 gasoline on your hands, 0 exhaust pipe heat to burn your thighs, 0 exhaust, meaning 0 carbon emissions. So how much is a 0? Well, that depends on the model that is best for you, but give Elite Power Sports in Fort Collins a call to set up a test ride. So, final word on an electric bike. Would I buy one? Oh, hell yes. In fact, I'm looking for one. I prefer one that sits upright though. And Zero does make a touring bike with luggage on it. And I suspect that one sits up and has a place for my gloves and my lunch. So I'll be looking for that one soon. Anyway, this has been Marshall, and well, you've been riding with me, so you know what I'm about to say. Keep your chin up on the curves of life and the curves of the road, and vice versa.